Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Oh, 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 oh. Happy Surrender and Serene Sunday. Oh, I hope everybody is having a great weekend. I have been impressed with myself. I was thinking, I just got done, and the sun's beaming, and so if you see me sweating, um, after my meditation, I it was funny because I was like, I should be anxious, I should be worried, I should be in a fear mindset, I should be in a scarcity mindset, I should be thinking, oh shit, what now mindset. But I'm not. A moment of silence for the old Anne Marie. Um, I lost my mother 6 months ago. I'm celebrating, not really celebrating, but acknowledging Mother's Day, the first Mother's Day. Um, I haven't had my mother. I haven't celebrated it. I mean, we have here at the house, but and I am celebrating me because I've learned how to be my own parent. I've learned how to mother myself and make good choices that may not seem rational on the outside, but they're fear-based. The old how I would have managed and dealt with what happened yesterday with my car is completely the opposite of what I would have done 2 years ago and what I did do 2 years ago. Good job. And I'm okay with it. I feel free. And it's weird because it's almost like I'm tap dancing back to old emotions. Like, how come you don't feel? And I recall how I felt in past situations, especially with the car and things like this. I recall how I managed, or lack thereof, managed my emotions and didn't focus on what spirit was trying to show me and the benefits of the current situation. Because when we're in shit, it's like, but not for me, not anymore. I feel really good with my decision of letting them take the car and me not trying to rescue it and save it and just hold on to that thing that's been a thorn in my side. It's been like a relief, a release, and a relief of just the stress because I thought about it almost every day. And now, instead of thinking about all that and then some that encompassed how to manage life with a car payment so high, trying to find housing with rent so high, one of the largest equations is removed for me. And even though that opens up, okay, so I got to go find a beater for whatever the money I have. Okay. It's still not as heavy as what? Thank you. Thank you. All the horns are, So anyway, now that we're over 3 minutes in, be grateful for the growth. Even if it doesn't make sense to anybody, you know for yourself what cycles you're breaking. And this was like the nail in the coffin for a cycle. No matter what happens to me, I'm not going back. No matter what happens, no matter what's taken, I know who I am. I know I have a greater purpose. I know how it was set up. And it actually reinforces my desire to go harder and stronger and continue to stand 10 toes down on everything I speak. It's confirmation for me when things are just stacked up against me. Because I know who I am. I know who my character is. I know where my integrity lands. And so when things like this happen, cause and effect, 3D, yes. But on a deeper level, spirit sometimes removes things from us when we can't do it ourselves. I knew I had to figure something out with this car. I just felt like I was stuck literally between a rock and a hard place. And so spirit said, well, let me go ahead and remove that for you. I'll just remove the rock. So now it's just a little hard place. It's a little bit of adjustment. So I'm just impressed that I don't feel or think or resonate with how I would have responded and went about this situation 2 years ago. A year and a half ago. It was 2 years ago. Yeah, matter of fact, on the dot, 2 years ago. And the same thing happened. And I emptied everything, every account I had, what I was trying to save, and paid the car up, with the exception of the late fees, because that was $1,000. I said that in the other video. And I was like, I ain't doing that shit again. It doesn't matter what kind of car it is to me that I get. If it's reliable and it's good on gas, I don't give a shit. I already know what Spirit's bringing into me. I already know that I won't be without a vehicle for long. It's cool. Thank you to everybody who has sent messages, made comments on my videos on TikTok and YouTube. My YouTube subscribers, I'm not gonna lie, I y'all make a woman just feel divine. I already feel that way, but I love the interactions, even though I can't respond to every comment. I'm grateful for all the support and people who have reached out, and just your encouraging messages. And even though I don't need validation, the validation of, us making choices on this path that are hard choices, but we know, because we walk in faith, because this is a pure walk in faith. When I took them a couple deep breaths at the bottom steps last night, I was like, okay, what are you going to do? Oh, by the way, I found my ID and bank card. It was magically under my pillow. Isn't that interesting how Spirit works? Because I think if I would have found it, I may have just called the car place and say, okay, how much for you to get it off the brand new, pristine tow truck? The guy was very good looking, very pristine. Everything was so set up, it was obvious. From the cars I saw before and after. So anyway, what better way than to rise and shine? And so Spirit, when I took those deep breaths, Spirit was like, let it go. And I got like a flash book. Anytime I ask Spirit something, Spirit gives me a flash book, because Spirit knows I need evidence sometimes. Spirit did like a little picture book of all of the examples, and what it would look like if I did the same, if I repeated the same cycle, and it was in that fear and that scarcity. I have to have a car. I have to do this. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Give them everything you have. Make a rash decision. That's what I did before. This time I was like, took a deep breath. Spirit gave me a brief moment of what it would feel like to have that weight lifted off me, the worry. Because I always want to make good on, shit. And it was, I'm walking on faith. So with that being said, please know that I am doing personal readings again. So if you would like a personal reading, you can email me at sagingofthesoul@gmail.com. I have multiple levels of readings if you want a full-fledged reading. I'm doing those now for $66. I also have a $44 level and also a $12 level as well. If you don't want a reading and you want to just donate to my cause, which would be much appreciated, my Cash App is also Saging of the Soul as well. And PayPal is Italian Empath. And if you just give me their energy of a like, that's fine too. I'm just throwing it out there because of my situation. But I want to give readings as well now that I have their space and the push from Spirit to open them back up again. So anyway, regardless, I'm grateful for y'all. Thank you. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. Let's get some readings in. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't